So we just got done with the IdeaBounce for Alton Main Street. Basically, the idea is that entrepreneurs in the community, makers, people that are getting ready to do something really cool, come together. They get 2 minutes to pitch an idea in front of a bunch of investors, a bunch of judges, and a bunch of community members. And the whole point is just share ideas, get some feedback, and hopefully make something happen. IdeaBounce is a collaboration with Washington University's Skandalaris Center of Entrepreneurial Studies, and it's just a fun, fast-paced event, and what's going to come out of this is hopefully a bunch of new ideas, a bunch of new investments, and a bunch of new companies here in Alton, Illinois.
And co-owner of RA's Cookies and Confections, where we specialize in gourmet cupcakes and delicious cookies, and this is my mom.
Hi, I'm Charmin Aaron, and I'm the CEO of RA's Cookies and Confections.
RA's Cookies and Confections saved my life, and here's how. I was a troubled teen. I was the problem child. I always got suspended out of school, and I always got in-school suspensions. I never did any of my work. In fact, for many years, my GPA started with a 0. I had to get moved to the alternative school, and during my last suspension, my mom decided it was time for a change and that I wasn't going back to school.
Now, Ari was 15 at this time, and I was a single mom working full-time as a sales manager for 4 hotels in Edwardsville and in Troy, Illinois. And while I was at work, she was at home doing her schooling online. When she finished her schooling online, she would bake. And every day when I came home from school, or when I came home from work, she had a new baked good that she wanted me to try, and it was always so delicious. So I shared it with my church family, and they would say, how can I order a dozen of these? And she was getting so much positive attention that I noticed her GPA had skyrocketed to 3.33, and the behavior issues were completely gone. I share her story to the public because I wanted to help other moms of problem children. So I shared her story on Facebook, and after that, her business blew up to where we had to make a legitimate business, and we're a virtual bakery. So what we do is you order online at cookiesbyRiverBender.com. She bakes everything, and we deliver it out to the public. And now the next steps for us would be we need a spot. We need a spot. So we need a building to house Aria's Cookies and Confections because we have outgrown our shared space that we're renting right now. And also we need another delivery vehicle because
10 seconds.
Where we are, I'm going to pass those out, but where we are, we need another delivery vehicle to keep up with all these orders. What she's passing out to you now are her Better Than Doubletree chocolate chip cookies with walnuts. These are the cookies that started it all, y'all.
Okay, I'm Morris Snyder, and this is Lisa, a friend of mine. And how this got started, I was going down the road the other day, and through a road construction sign, road construction zone, there was a truck off to the side with flashing lights like this. And I'm like, that's a good idea, but the poor guy out here with the sign had nothing. And I thought, man, we could put a dome like this and have this light beacon on top there, let everybody know that he's, holding the sign or something. So it's going to be called Save a Life Light. We can save one life with this. It'd be worth it.
And then last night, I was going down Homer Adams by the cemetery, and a man walked out, a road construction guy, at night, and he was just dressed in dark clothes, and he shined a flashlight at me. So then we came up with this. So,
Save a life vest.
yeah, so if they could wear a vest, they're doing all this construction at night, they need to stand out. And with all the distracted drivers that we have these days, people don't pay attention. They've got too many things going on, but a light doesn't catch their attention. So we have an idea that can save lives. We don't know where to go from here, but if this product can save one life, it's worth it.
Yeah, we can make something like this and just slide right on there, maybe strap on or flip on or something. And like I said, you know what's going to miss this going down the road. And then we're thinking about even lighting this up too with amber lights or maybe red lights like that. Because what happened to me, I was going down the road and I didn't see the guy that had a yellow vest on, mixed in with the cornfields and everything. I didn't even see him. And then all of a sudden he waved a sign out for him. I'm like, oh my gosh. I almost ran right through that. I mean, it was going slow anyway. It was a construction zone. But I didn't see him. We keep that light on top there flashing. And he could shut it on and off if he's on duty or not. Like I said, he just walked back to his truck and just shut it off. But it was on the clock or something on the duty. You can wave the sign around, have it flash.
10 seconds. We're good.
We're done. That's good.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Hi, we are Alton Yard Farms, a first-year micro-urban farm in historic Alton near Haskell Park. Some of you may have seen us at the Alton Farmers Market or some of our posts on Instagram and Facebook. We are obsessed with bringing good, fresh food to our community.
Yep.
So we're a couple of farmers, and we're looking to take over residential yards throughout Alton. So we use organic no-till practices, and our goal is to affect regeneration and connection in our community.
We definitely want to shorten the food supply chain and address Alton's food deserts.
We started with 1,000 square feet of permanent beds that we have frequently rotated with new crops throughout the year. We plan to expand in our yard as well as another residential yard in the 22 season.
This year was our first year, and it was our proof of concept. We focused on soil health, growing lettuce even in the hot days of summer, our garden in a bag, and customer service. We found that people love our products.
So your investment will take us to the next level. With additional funds, we will get an automatic irrigation system, drip irrigation system, organic seeds, and marketing tools to support our second year, which includes our second location on Central Ave in Ward 4.
We also need advice on contracts, taxes, and best practices while we expand our business.
We're committed to using our business as a platform to promote our values, which is regenerative, inclusive, and collaborative.
Soil, plants, and biodiversity are critical to our health and Earth's well-being.
Yep. Good food is for everyone, and it should be readily accessible.
We've seen how farms and gardens create community. We know food is connection, and we want to show our appreciation to our community the best ways we know how.
So thank you for our consideration, and please eat the hope.
My name is Martha Pfister, and I'm here to reintroduce an idea that Alton is already rooting for, an idea that is ready to be built and shared with the community. The Haskell House at 1211 Henry Street in Alton is the former home of Dr. William and Florence Haskell, who bequeathed their land, now Haskell Park, and their home to the city of Alton to provide educational and recreational experiences to all children. The idea is the Haskell House Children's Museum in Alton. The museum will be located in the homes, providing interactive exhibits, field trips, classes and programs, community events, and birthday parties. It will serve as a community hub for children and their caretakers, a space where partnerships can be built and strengthened. Imagine a space dedicated to open play, hands-on learning experiences, and creative opportunities that's accessible to all kids in Alton, and built for innovative, inclusive, child-centered practices. Picture a water table exhibit modeled after the Mississippi River, a miniature downtown Alton with imaginative storefronts, and an art room where kids can experiment and get messy, and a dedicated toddler space where young kids can take safe risks and move freely. The mission of the Haskell House Children's Museum is to engage young minds, muscles, and imagination through hands-on learning and exploration. We're registered as a 501c3 nonprofit, we're gaining publicity, support, and we have a unique historic building. Here's what we need going forward. The building is owned by the City of Alton. We have advocates in City Hall, but we need concrete action from the city to move our project along, and we need funding. This 9,000 square foot home needs some major and minor repairs like asbestos removal, accessibility improvements, and fresh coats of paint. Funding, volunteer hours, connections, enthusiasm, all are necessary to enable the Haskell Children's Museum to transform this building and transform our community. There's enormous potential with this project. We are asking you to consider ways that you can donate time, talent, resources to make this transformation happen for all. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Jordan Morse, and my concept that I'm bringing to you today is Louie's Pizzeria. Louie's is based around a micro-restaurant concept where you're able to provide street food in high volumes without needing that big of a space. This whole thing started last year in March when I, like millions of other people around the world, and probably people even in this room, were furloughed from their jobs and kind of on the wall figuring out what to do. What started with about 10 pizzas to my friends and family and neighbors grew to be about 150 pizzas a week with a 6-week waiting list and roughly 700 people on that list at all times. Essentially what I'm looking for is some equipment to be able to launch this. I've recently gotten into a partnership with Post Commons for a space in their building to be able to take a very small suite there. And ultimately, my concept will help save on food loss from having a small menu. It'll also provide faster service for customers to get their food and for the workers to be able to supply their food. I don't want this to stop at just pizza. I'd like to tackle multiple concepts such as tacos, pizza, barbecue, so on and so forth. looking forward to the future. Like I said, I just need to get some equipment, and the only thing standing in my way is getting a stand mixer where I can make a plentiful amount of dough balls instead of making 100 batches of 5 dough balls. So that's my concept, and thank you guys for listening. I hope you consider it.
I apologize, it's rather last minute. I just found out a few minutes ago that I'm presenting here. It was an opportunity here to talk about one of the projects we're doing at the old schoolhouse, which is building I bought about 2 years ago. It's a large space, we're rehabbing a whole lot of it. One of the things we're looking at doing is an incubator for entrepreneurs, artists, small business people. We'll have spaces ranging from small desks to small offices, conference rooms, up to 700, 900 square foot studios. We also have a big warehouse out there that we're putting like little cubbies and kind of want to do a maker space, indoor shopping center sort of like. I'm looking to put in some equipment for makers, artists and such that everybody would share, 3D printers, etchers, and I'm open to other ideas. I don't even know what all we would do. It's kind of developing the concept. Lots of other things we're doing there with the big. We have a large gym that we'll put event centers, community theater, concerts, that kind of stuff. And really, that's all I have. I'm sure I'm well in 2 minutes, right?
That's 1 minute.
Howdy, I'm Tim. My wife Beth and I are urban agriculture professionals. Our passion is sharing the splendid life attainable in regenerative farming. You can support a family on as little as a quarter acre. We fell in love with Alton. Searching for our farmstead in town, old homes on swaths of land kept popping up along 4th Street. We learned how the post-industrial downturn hit this stretch hard. So, like wildfire fighters setting backfires, the city has been combating decay with demolition here for decades. Losing the urban fabric of history is so sad. The community has suffered great loss, but you can see bright opportunity. Several acre-plus blocks in a row of vacant land offer fertile ground for multi-generation family micro-farms. 4th Street Farm's vision is utilizing vacant lots to support and attract Alton businesses and families, provide beauty where there has long been blight, nourish neighbors, and help grow the local food web alongside incredible folks doing great work now. This will add to that stunning view of Alton as you crest the Clark Bridge, a dash of idyllic agrarianism. Manicured rows of flowers and vegetables, painting all of civilization right there on the river. Industry from the steel mill and grain silos, homes, churches, schools, and sustenance. To make this dream a reality, we need farmers. Beth, Theo, and I are committed to show by example and have already met an amazing amount of love and support. Thank you. We need City Hall's backing to convey city-owned and taxpayer-maintained properties to existing and potential Altonians for agriculture, and we must attract interest and talent from the region and beyond. Thanks.
Hello everyone, I'm Ashley and I am a certified health and wellness coach who is passionate about helping people disrupt the narrative of what it means to be truly healthy through an anti-diet, health and exercise approach. Recently, I decided to use my 14 years of experience in corporate coaching and training, combined with my passion and expertise in functional health and nutrition, to found Disruptive Wellness Health Coaching, which is a company whose mission is to empower people to create more fulfillment, joy, and freedom in their lives using a personalized wellness approach. So my company is rooted in a philosophy called bio-individuality, which is the understanding that each person has very unique needs when it comes to their nutritional, movement, and lifestyle choices that will help them create their best life. And so I understand that each person may define wellness very differently from the next, and their path to get there may not work for anyone else. So none of my clients get a one-size-fits-all program from me. Instead, I partner with them to help them discover and I understand their unique bio-individuality and then provide them with accountability and evidence-based strategies to bridge the gap between knowing what they should do to achieve health and actually doing it. So my needs are creating a website
and an effective marketing strategy to reach more people who need help, and also disrupting the narrative of what it means to be healthy and take back control of achieving optimal health and well-being. Thank you so much.
Hello guys, my name is Caleb Lewis. Some of you know me for different reasons. I have a couple small local businesses. My newest venture is Alton Tours. Alton Odyssey Tours was created for my mother's company, who had ran the Alton Haunted Tours in Alton for 25 years now. Her business partner and her were stepping away 2 years ago, offered my fiance and I the ability to buy the company. So when purchasing the company, I always started brainstorming bigger ideas to innovate more tourism to come to Alton. So with the money today, I will refurbish the website that has existed for 25 years now, add some help to our reservation system, and also work on marketing to tourists outside the area. We're trying to incorporate a year-round tourist attraction, so we'll have different tours incorporated off the base of our haunted foundation. So this year, this fall, we have trolley tours, dinner tours, haunted craft beer walks, all going through historical Alton. Doug Mattingly was nice enough to let us use Milton Schoolhouse this year, so thank you for that, Doug. Yeah, so Alton Odyssey Tours, I just want to work on getting more people to Alton to admire the beautiful city. Thank you guys.
Hello, my name is Pearson, and I am the founder of EduRain. Edu as an education. My story is that I was a foster care kid with no money and no guidance for college, or how to pay for it. I had no idea how to move off campus, which I did find out was much cheaper than on-campus housing. I graduated with over $60,000 in debt. The average college student graduated with over $30,000 in debt. EduRain was founded to address these issues. We are a cloud software platform that gives students unprecedented access to college financial aid, including scholarships and loan advances for off-campus housing, all in one platform. To restate the problem, it is a sad state of affairs right now. Each year, $24 billion in college financial aid goes unclaimed, and over 43% of high school seniors don't even submit for governmental aid because it's an unnecessarily complex financial aid system. Additionally, when students get a governmental loan, it isn't available until the fall, and students need to sign off-campus house leases in the spring and summer months. We believe it's important to understand our customer. So we have conducted 3,000 surveys of potential users and college admissions representatives. The responses contribute to the development of our software and guided pricing decisions. We have MVPs for all three of our modules with over 300 users. The module of most interest to you is our gap loan for students who have guaranteed student loans who need off-campus housing in the spring and summer months, but can't access their funds until the fall. We have a marketplace portal for students to find student housing like Zillow and Renters Insurance, and offer instant background checks. By the way, one of our competitors was on Shark Tank and received an investment. This gives credibility to this marketplace. That said, no competitor provides all the funding assistance in one software platform, meeting the needs of students before and during college. We need help getting students and parents to create accounts, finding a new CTO, creating a simple lease agreement, and gaining a letter of intent from Experian and eliminating renters insurance. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Ben Grant. I'm 30 years old. I lived here for 24 years of that 30 years. I currently live in St. Louis and have lived there the past 6 years of my life with my girlfriend. I've been in the hospitality industry for 15 years and have learned in French kitchens, bakeries, and lots of pizzerias. My idea would be to open a pizzeria in 441 East Broadway, which is a abandoned garage across from Bluff City Grill. It has garage doors and everything, I believe, that would make for a great pizzeria. My idea would be to build bar-like seating around the kitchen so you can watch the kitchen staff make your pizzas. It would offer wood-fired pizzas as well as pizza by the slice, salads, among other things. I believe that there's nothing like this in Alton, and I believe with the footbridge nearby and everything going on downtown, I think it would would go really well. Yeah, that's all I got.
Hello, my name is Bailey Shaw. I'm also known as the Sativa Diva or the STL Lit Lady on social media. And tonight I'm coming to you guys because I want to bring cannabis hospitality to Alton, Illinois. That's all going to start with the RiverBend Bud and Breakfast. In places that have already been legalized for cannabis, like Colorado and Michigan, these vape lounges and cannabis wellness retreats and these bud and breakfasts have become increasingly popular. I believe that our lazy little river town that is very unique and has a lot of charm could be the perfect spot for one of these places. And I think that my bud and breakfast could be the hub for a lot of these events, like the wellness retreats and social events and even weddings, or as I would call them, joint unions. My entire career has actually been in weddings and event planning. And so I realized that in order to be successful, you need a niche. And so I fully agree that my niche is going to become hospitality and within the cannabis market. Moving forward, my plan is to travel, unfortunately, to go visit some of these already established bed and breakfasts and see their best practices and kind of just get an idea of what people are doing for their business plans. Because that's kind of my step, is fine-tuning a business plan and getting investors. But I think before that, I want to go do a little market research and development. So thank you guys for your time, and I hope that one day you can come see me at my bed and breakfast.